Hey guys, Nuan here with Movie Slinger Reviews. Let's talk about Crawl, a horror movie with alligators from the guy who made a horror movie with 3D piranhas. Yeah. Crawl takes place in Florida, which is about to be hit by a Category 5 hurricane. Haley Keller travels to their old family home to check on her father, who's not answering his phone. She finds her father Dave in the basement. He's injured and she has to rescue him. But it's easier said than done because the place is crawling with alligators. This is a great setup for a monster movie. It's a dark and dingy basement, so you can't see what's hiding in the shadows. It probably stinks really bad because it looks slimy and full of mud and animal droppings and debris. And it has a low ceiling, so the two characters can't even run or walk away from danger. Like the title of the movie, they have to crawl like the alligators that are trying to eat them. Adding to the suspense is that the basement is flooding, so they can't just hide and wait till the storm dies down or the alligators go away. There's also a hurricane on the way. I just love a straightforward deadline like that. It's simple to understand, it puts pressure on the characters to work quickly and keeps them on their toes. It also builds suspense because the alligators will be able to move much faster in the water. Speaking of suspense, this movie has a lot of nail-biting moments. There's one scene where Haley has to swim through this pipe. It's very narrow, so if a gator comes in from the other side, she'll have nowhere to go. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time with both hands covering my mouth. There's also the incredible shower cubicle scene. There's a cute dog called Sugar, and I like how they use the dog. The director really seems to understand how to keep the audience engaged. Just having a dog in a horror movie means I'm gonna be worried the entire time. We're also worried for the two likable main characters. There's a bit of sarcastic banter between them with the occasional joke to lighten things up from time to time. There's some family drama and the father and daughter had a falling out, so there's a bit of friction between them while they're trying to survive. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it does its job at keeping us invested in their struggle. Kaya Scodelario gives a great performance. This is probably her career best, and she really shows that she's got the chops to go a long way. Barry Pepper is back. I've always liked him in supporting roles back in the 90s, like the Green Mile and the sniper dude from Saving Private Ryan. Battlefield Earth probably destroyed his career as a leading man.
Oh, you're too much!
He's co-lead in Crawl and I'm so glad to see him again. It's time he moved up from small supporting roles because the dude can act. There's one part where Dave is straightening his broken leg. That was really painful to watch. There's a lot of close-up shots of animal bites and injuries, so the makeup and prosthetics department did a great job. This being a monster movie, there's a lot of blood and gore. There are plenty of really entertaining kills. Alligators do this thing where they go into this death roll where they spin really fast to break apart its prey, and the filmmakers have incorporated that into the film. That was really cool. The CGI on the alligators is not the best, but for a modest $13 million budget film, I'm not gonna complain too much. The gators looked convincing enough to scare me. The cinematography is good, there's a few underwater shots that looked really cool. There are a few annoying moments where a character would do something careless just to have something happen, like this scene where Haley has to reach her phone and call for help. But instead of quickly getting out of harm's way, she waits in the open to make the call. This film is usually above that type of contrived BS, so when it dips into that, it's a little disappointing. Conclusion: Crawl is full of nail-biting action scenes that build up in intensity with the rising floodwater. Horror movie actors are usually not very good, but thankfully the two leads in Crawl give really strong performances. This is what elevates Crawl above the usual garbage B-movies like Piranha 3D. It's a well-made, immensely entertaining monster movie where we actually give a shit about the characters. There's not many of those. So I'm gonna give Crawl a 9 out of 10. There's a few moments where you feel like the writers are forcing a character to do something stupid, even though that character is probably smarter than that. If they could have avoided that, I would have given this movie a perfect score. However, I'd still recommend you to watch Crawl in a movie theater. Monster movie fans will love this, but please don't plan to take your kids. There were some kids at my screening and I don't know who let them in. This is an R-rated movie, so keep that in mind. So have you watched Crawl and what did you think about it? And what are some of your favorite monster movies? Please do mention them in the comments section. As for me, I'm a big fan of Deep Blue Sea. Now that is a fun shark movie. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. Movie Slinger out.